we don't even know how long we're still going to be, on lockdown, because the numbers are rising and it's crazy. Every day we wake up, it's almost like I go on Instablog, I see new numbers, and I'm like, what's happening? I was ranting on my Insta story yesterday night. I'm like, what part of stay at home don't you guys understand? But you see, it's one thing for you to say stay home, and it's another thing for you to be able to stay home when you're hungry. The average Nigerian is hungry. They can't stay at home. They're starving. And that's why these days you see all over social media that people are robbing, other people, especially on the mainland here in Lagos. It's crazy. This thing is real. I was talking to my friend the other day, and he was telling me about how where his parents are staying, that they can't even sleep because of the whole robbery situation, that they literally give them notice that, oh, we're coming to rob. That's crazy. And I feel like this is the period that the security, should be more like tightened up all around the state. But it just feels like people are paying attention to one area of this and ignoring the other area of it, and it's crazy. Another thing I feel like it's a challenge is the fact that we're not asking the right questions. Yes, they tell us how many people recovered, they tell us how many people are affected, how many people died, but we don't know how many people are tested on a daily basis. Do you understand what I mean? They need to report how many people they test on a daily basis. How many testing kits do we have in Nigeria right now? I'm scared because this thing is in Kano. Kano is literally the largest northern state in Nigeria. It's going to spread like wildfire. I was telling my friend the other day that from Kano, it will go to Gombe. From Gombe, it will enter Adamawa. From Adamawa, it's Taraba. And it just keeps going like that. And I mean, right now we have Gombe already having people, they already have patients. We have Adamawa. Taraba hasn't said they have any. Why? Because they don't even have any test kits. If we're going to be honest, do you understand what I mean? So now, imagine how many people are living in Taraba right now with coronavirus, and they don't even know. I am even scared because I have family over there. I'm from Taraba. And it's scary because they're living their life, La Vida, thinking they're safe, but they're not. They're not, because at the end of the day, we don't know how many people are being tested, right? And that's why you see that we wake up overnight and the numbers are skyrocketing. It's because more people are getting tested now. So obviously, you're going to see that a lot more people have this virus than we know. So this is another challenge that we're facing. Another thing is, okay, we've had donations from people like Tony Elumelu, the big dogs. We need transparency on how they are using this money. Personally, I haven't received any money from the government. Not that I really need it, but I mean, this is me talking. How many Nigerians can come out and say, oh, we have received money from the government? How many? People are confused, like, oh, you guys said you were going to send out cash. We haven't seen anything. What's going on? So they need to be more transparent with how they intend to use this money. If it comes to politics and elections, they are very, they know how to get to the grassroots. They know how to distribute. But right now, it's almost like, oh, they're saying we don't know how to get to the people who are poor. We're going to determine this by the amount of money in your account. That's crazy. I read that somewhere where they were talking about how if you have 5,000, I don't know if you heard about that. Did you see that on social media? About something about if you have 5,000 in your account, or rather they're just going to give money to people that have less than 5,000 in their accounts. I'm not really sure which one it is, but I just felt like generally that was crazy. Like, if you want to provide for the masses, go ahead and do it. You don't have to, put a criteria to it. Because first of all, we're not going to sit here and lie that we don't have money in Nigeria. But you see, the thing is, lack of preparation is what is killing us right now. So many things are bad in this country. We only know how to, respond when it's something that affects both the rich and the poor. Because right now, that's the case. Even the rich are suffering. People are dying. They can't leave the country. So now it's more like, oh, the hospitals that you didn't provide, now you have to, create isolation centers. Now everybody's trying to see what they can do at the dying minute. Meanwhile, these are structures that should already be put in place in the first place. Do you understand what I mean? So it's crazy if you think about it. But I'm not here to come and add fire to, everything that's already going on, because I've been trying to spread a more positive message of peace, of calmness, and telling people just to try and endure and persevere, and this will be over sooner than we know it. But I mean, how soon? How soon? So staying at home is really not going to help if they're not going to be transparent with their activities, if they're not going to start testing, to know the accurate numbers. So we staying at home is just literally like wasting our time, because it's not going to help. At the end of the day, we're going to end up staying. How long do we want to stay here? Very soon, Nigerians will get angry. They will not stay. In fact, the other day, I stepped out just to get something at this supermarket very close to my house, right? And I saw people everywhere. I turned back and I started coming back home, because I'm like, why are there people everywhere? We see it on Instablog that there's traffic in Lagos. Where are these people going? It seems unreal, but that's the thing. People aren't staying home because it's not working. Before you tell them to stay home, you must have a system that works, that can keep them at home, that they are not hungry. Do you understand what I mean? But you can't tell them to stay home when they're hungry. It won't work. And then you guys, they're not even being transparent about anything. Basically, we don't even know how many testing kits there are in Nigeria. Nigeria as a whole, we don't know. Do all 36 states have testing kits? We're unaware. The only thing we know is every day we wake up and they say 114 new cases, 110 new cases. Think it's crazy. What's going on? And for something that doesn't have a cure, I feel like the least they could do is, try to know the accurate number. Well, that's what I think.
Affected people.
That's what I think about it.
I think